So we have Carol with us today, and she has agreed to go through a very simple practice that she teaches her own clients called EFT and explaining the process. And then we'll come back and do 2 or 3 follow-up questions.
Hello and welcome. I'm Carol Look, and I'm a traditional psychotherapist and a founding EFT master and the best-selling author of the Yes Code. And I'm here today to lead you through a really super simple exercise on how to release stress from your body and your nervous system. With EFT, emotional freedom techniques, you may have heard of it just being called tapping. Now, we're tapping on acupuncture spots on the face and the body. So for EFT or tapping to work really well, you need a very clear target. And that's what you aim the tapping at. So for this exercise, let's use the target. I'm carrying excess stress in my nervous system, or I have built up stress in my body, or I can feel the excess stress and it's bothering me. Any phrase like that would work really well for a tapping on stress relief exercise. So the first thing we do is we tap on what's called your karate chop point, or just the side of your hand. And we take your dominant hand, so I'm right-handed, so I do this, and we just say a statement of acceptance twice. So follow along with me. I'll leave space for you to be able to say it. Just follow along. It's this simple. You'll be surprised at how simple it is. So here we go. Even though I feel this excess stress built up in my body and nervous system, repeat after me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I know I have this excess stress in my nervous system and my body, I accept who I am and how I feel. Good. So that's called the setup. We say what the problem is and we combine it with some kind of affirmation or acceptance statement. And that seems to reduce the beginning resistance we all seem to have. Then we take 2 fingers of your dominant hand, and we're tapping on acupuncture points called acupoints on the face and the body to release the stress that we're talking about. So what the tapping does is brings up the file, right? You focus on a problem, it brings up the file, and the tapping calms down your fight or flight mechanism in the brain. So we're bringing up the stress, you're talking about it, tuning into it, into your body, and then we're using the tapping, which is a stress relief and relaxation technique. So we're pairing those 2. Sometimes we measure before and after. How stressed out do you feel? Would you like to do that? Go ahead. On the scale of 0 to 10, maybe you feel stress in your body, in your back or your stomach or your neck. Go ahead and say, whoa, I'm tuning in and that stress feels like an 8. 0 is nothing, 10 is the worst possible. And then you go and measure it after the tapping. So we've done the setup. Even though I feel this excess stress in my body and nervous system, I accept myself anyway. 2 fingers of your dominant hand, tap on these acupuncture points. So start on the eyebrow point. And you can do either one, left side or right side. You can do both if you want, but the studies have found it does not increase the effectiveness. And what we want is to release the stress out of your body, out of your nervous system, because you know when you have excess stress, you're not as clear, you're not as intelligent, you're not accessing all the resources that you have. We're just focused on the stress and trying to keep it all going. Okay, so here we go, right here. I have this excess stress in my nervous system and my body. Repeat after me. Side of the eye is the next point, either side. I have this excess stress that I'm holding in my body. Good. The next point is under your eye, either left or right. I have this excess stress that I've been holding in my body. Good. The next acupoint is under the nose. I have this excess stress and I can feel it in my body. Good. The next point is the chin point right here. I know I'm holding on to all this extra stress. Good. The next point is called the collarbone point. It's below one of these knobs here, below your collarbone, or take your hand and put it in an outstretched palm and go like this, right where the knot of a man's tie would be. I feel this excess stress in my body. Next point is under your armpit on the left side or the right side, as if your body has a whole seam going up and down, right there. I feel all this excess stress in my body and I'm tired of it. Good. Then we tap on the top of the head. It's the last point. You go around in a circle up there. Very important acupuncture point is up there. I feel all this excess stress and I want to let it go. Good. Take a deep breath. So that's as simple as a round can be. Then you'd go back, do it again, measure. Oh, maybe my 8 went down to a 6, measure again, and then tap on the points again if you'd like to. It's that simple. We want you to get your full brain back online and release this excess stress that you've been holding on to. Everyone is holding on to extra stress, nervous system, in their body, in their mind. This exercise works for anybody. It's common to feel some kind of physiological response because we're releasing stress, tension, and energy. Some people feel tingling. Some people feel warmth. Some people crack their knuckles. Some people have a big yawn of release. So there's nothing wrong about having physiological reactions. Everybody has something, and tingling is just one of them. If you don't feel any relief, it means a couple of things. One, your target wasn't clear enough. You may be distracted, you're not paying attention, or my words, I feel this excess stress in my body and mind, they don't really resonate for you. So go ahead and change the sentence, really tune in to what your issue is and get clear. Everyone has a nervous system and everyone has an energy system. So the tapping works on anything that's alive. People use it on their animals, use it on people from ages 5 all the way to 85. So if it's not working, it usually means you're distracted and you're not in it, or those words, the beginning target, isn't quite accurate for you. So go ahead and play with the sentence and say, well, what would really work for me? I feel the stress and tension in my back. And if that's all you need to do, then tune in. And I would measure it when you tune into the stress and tension in your back, or when you tune into your meeting you're going to have with your boss tomorrow. Feel the tension, get the numbers 0 to 10. How upset are you? How stressed out are you? Do the tapping 1 or 2 rounds and then go back and check. And usually you'll feel something or you'll notice, just doesn't bother me as much. Thank you for watching and spending time with me today using this incredible tool and technique, EFT, or tapping. You can find out more about me at www.carollook.com and about my new book, The Yes Code. So if you're having any trouble finding a result, feeling better, noticing anything, I would recommend you do the exercise for 5 to 10 minutes every day, because 100% of human beings build up stress in their system, and tapping works on anything and anybody that has a nervous system and an energy system. So even if you don't feel a wow response right away, which many people do, it's okay. Remember, if you could get your stress levels down from an 8 to a 7 to a 6, even a little bit, your life is going to change. Your reactions will be different. Your interactions with people at work and at home will be better. So I highly recommend doing tapping on yourself, or find a healthcare practitioner and use it 5 to 10 minutes a day and watch what happens. You'll start to notice all that extra stress slipping away and being released. Thanks again.